Hello everyone. Today we are looking at a real FE exam question from structures in the depicted steel truss. A 40 kip vertical load at joint C results in forces shown in the provided table. Given each member's cross-sectional area of 4 square inch and length and the steel's elastic modulus of 29,000 ksi, the downward vertical displacement in inches of joint C is question mark. We have a table over here and we have 4 options and we have this diagram provided with the question itself. They are requesting us to find out what is the total vertical displacement of joint C. So before we jump into solving this question, we need to properly understand this table first and each and every single item mentioned over here and this diagram as well. So if you look at this diagram, various dimensions of this truss member A, B, C, D are provided, as well as the force of 40 kips acting over here, that's provided as well. Right? So let's start by understanding each term of the table. Force, you already know, is the total force which could be a tension force or a compressive force that is provided in all of the members. Okay, so you don't have to find any forces. Length of each of the members is also given. Great. And then we have FL by A. Okay, your FL by A is nothing but the change in length of each of the members. Got it? Then we have F. What exactly is this F? And it has no units as well. Very interesting. So F is nothing but if we are applying a 1 kip of load at joint C instead of 40 kips, then what would be the force in each of the members? If you observe carefully, all these forces are the resultant of 40 kips being applied at joint C initially. But if we are about to replace this 40 kips by 1 kip, then each of this force would be reduced by 40. So F divided by 40. So 100 divided by 40, that is 2.5. Okay, 98.6 divided by 40, that is 2.462, because we are replacing the 40 kip load by 1 kip. That's why all the forces will be divided by 40. So that's how we got all of these F values, and F is unitless, it's a constant. And then comes the last part. F times FL by AE is nothing but vertical displacement of each of the member because of the load being applied on joint C. Got it? So in order to solve this question, it's not as complicated. You don't need to know any formulas or anything. You just have to understand the concept of what all is happening here. They have already directly provided the vertical displacement of each of these member because of the load being applied on joint C. That is the values were given here, each of them. So what is the total displacement of joint C? That is nothing but the sum of each of the displacements of each of these members. So if you just simply add all of them, you get 4.18733 inches. If they have not provided this table, then these answers will take a lot of time to arrive at. But lucky for you, this is not PE exam, this is only FE, and you don't have to calculate each and every single nut and bolt. Just add all of this and you got the answer. You see this kind of question, guys? It's easy score. Easy score. So option B, 4 inches is the right answer. But for those of you who want to remember the concepts, here is a quick table for you. So just go through it. So this is everything you need to know. And I would suggest you to please remember the concept of F times FL by AE becoming the vertical displacement, because that's not directly provided in the table. I just made it look so easy for you guys. But in the exam, you got to remember all the concepts that I'm talking here in the table here. Okay.